And we are back for the Athletics franchise mode here on MLB The Show 25. We are not done just yet. We're going back for one more. And the A's move to Las Vegas, Nevada here in 2028. This is going to be fun. Now, I'm switching things up a little bit. I think we're going to go every other day with the uploads for the A's franchise. I don't know. Thinking about that, we'll see. I'll let you know about that in the next upcoming days. Anyways, going on to this entire team here in 2027, the pitching rotation was excellent. I'm looking at DJ Hers. I'm looking at Landon Knack, who struggled in the playoffs but still produced really well in the regular season. Same with Josiah Gray, and Chris Sale was amazing as well. The thing is, Sale is on a one-year contract, and I just don't think we're going to be able to bring him back. We might have the money, but I think we can improve there, I'm going to be honest. And Joey Estes, I think's going to officially get moved into a bullpen role. Ryan Cusick, I think the experiment's over. I'm not going to lie. I think it's done with him. Hunter Gaddis was great. One of our better relievers. Really want to bring him back next year. He's still in arbitration, so we will bring him back. Hunter Harvey's a free agent. I think he's going to command too much money. The guy's been spectacular for us in 2 seasons. He's been our workhorse, but I think we're going to move on. Same with Gregory Soto. Again, these guys were excellent. The thing is, looking at the free agency pool and what we can command now, being the reigning World Series champions, there's some guys we can go out and get. You'll see it later. That's why I think we can actually improve from both Soto and Harvey. Our closers, Mason Miller, he will remain the closing pitcher of this baseball team. Felix Bautista, the Mountain, for as much as I want to bring him back, you're going to see how much he's going to ask for in a contract. I realistically can't give him that. I'm just going to be honest. That was a win now move we did last year to get him for the second half of the season. Again, he was a rental player. That's all he was. Nelson Rodriguez, we need him to figure things out. Shea Langoliers was really good in the playoffs. Regular season wasn't spectacular. I am going to split him with Tyler Soderstrom at the catcher position. That's going to be the plan there. Daniel Susac, I'm going to add him to the 40, but he really hasn't turned out to be anything. Pete Alonso was really good this year. We'll see about his future just because he's getting paid, and I think there are better alternatives at first base given the money. No, it's not Soderstrom. I'm going to play him at catcher. I'm planning to both platoon first and catcher this year with Soderstrom and Langoliers, and then at first, we have Nick Kurtz, who is just not as good as Antonio Salazar, our first round pick in 2025. Salazar is 22 years of age, and he's got way more pop than Kurtz, and his potential is much better as well. I want to get Kurtz involved, but we've said this before. MLB The Show this year screwed up all of the prospects' potentials because everyone in the draft is so much better than them. Gleyber Torres, I have no complaints. The guy was excellent. Same with Rafael Devers. Those guys are worth the money. I don't care we're paying them an arm and a leg. Those guys are sticking around for the long haul. They are A's baseball now. Boyd Charlton, very interesting, right? Didn't play in the playoffs, obviously, but him and Jace Young have both put themselves in a position where they should be playing in 2028. I have found a solution, you'll see it later, where all these guys should be able to get in the lineup. Not every day, obviously, but we have a solution. Bo Bichette, I mean, this is the guy who came in before all the free agents last year. He played the 2026 season with us. Appreciate him. He's a back-to-back All-Star with the club. Brent Rooker, top 5 in the MVP voting last year. Obviously, either a DH or the left fielder permanently for this team. Again, the guy is spectacular. I can't ask for any more out of Rooker. Cody Bellinger hit the walk-off grand slam in game number 7. You couldn't have asked for a better ending to 2027. He is regressing, but we're going to get rid of the guy who won us the World Series. He's sticking around. JJ Bleday has been spectacular in back-to-back seasons. The thing is, he was really bad in the playoffs. I'm not going to bench or get rid of JJ Bleday, but I think there's a chance he might have to platoon as well, which shows how stacked we are. A guy that's batting .290 might have to platoon. Lawrence Beller wasn't great last season, but he's the face of the franchise, so there's an exception made for him. That's all I'm going to say. There's an exception. Chase DeLauder, speed guy. Hopefully he's with the active roster next year. We'll see about that. Anyways, quick retirement tour. Clayton Kershaw retires as a member of the Houston Astros. He'll likely go into the Hall of Fame as a Dodger, obviously. And Sonny Gray, the other notable retiree for the St. Louis Cardinals, played the back end of his career with them. And yes, there's Clayton Kershaw, 19 seasons with the Dodgers. He is a Hall of Famer. So what I was mentioning earlier with the money situation, I am going to actually offer Hunter Harvey a contract. I just don't think he's going to accept for that value. Same with Felix Bautista. I can't even offer him $15.5 million a year. Same with Chris Sale. Dude, you're 38 years old. I appreciate the win in Game 7 of the World Series, but we got to look elsewhere. I'm going to try to bring back Soto, but again, I think there's a chance Soto and Harvey might not come back for what we're trying to pay them. I'm just going to be honest. Nick Kurtz, we got to add to the 40. Don't want him getting picked in the Rule 5 draft. And again, we'll see our other first baseman in Salazar as well. Same with Susak. I don't want to lose him, so we're going to add him to the 40. Cody Bellinger, I did look at trading, I'm going to be honest. Just because the value he commands and the money that he still is making. He's got 5 more years in this contract, and again, I don't care that we went all in last season, and that's part of the franchise, right? We are trying to find a way to go back-to-back, given our money situation. Now, we made a lot of money, obviously, winning the World Series. Our budget's even higher than before, but it is something to note, right? You spend all that money 1 year, now how do you regroup from that, and how do you rebuild as well? Edward Cabrera is a piece I really want. He's making some money, sure, but this is the guy who will replace Chris Sale in the rotation, I believe. Or actually, no, I think he's going to replace Joey Estes in the rotation. So Hunter Barco, one of our prospects, and yes, there's Pete Alonso. Because guys, Salazar and Kurtz are probably just going to replace him, one way or the other, and we'll figure that out later. So I think Alonso is going to have to get moved for Edward Cabrera. Pete was great, but had some big moments for us. But first basemen are kind of expendable, let's just be honest. I think this is the move to make. Let's send Pete Alonso back to the National League East. He will go to Miami. Basically, that trade was just Pete Alonso for Edward Cabrera. I love the stuff out of Cabrera. That is a hard-throwing righty for Miami. Anyways, we look now at free agency. I have one guy I want and one guy only. It's Mackenzie Gore. I know I'm not trying to turn this into the Las Vegas Nationals because if Gore signs, that means we're going to have Gore, Hers, and Gray in the rotation, all 3 Nationals pitchers, but the value's too good on Mackenzie, man. That guy is an elite left-handed pitcher in the MLB. He's honestly maybe a top 5 pitcher in the league right now. That's how good he is with the swing and miss stuff. If you can add him alongside the Cy Young and DJ Hers, oh, we're nasty. And Cabrera, Gray, Knack, we're nasty. So here's the lineup I have right now against left-handed pitching. I really don't want to move this at all. This is where we're going to go. The top of the order needs to be changed a little bit. That's just going to be like what we had in the playoffs, obviously, with Bellinger, Torres, a combination of Rooker, Devers. And then in the 5, I'm planning on going with Bo Bichette. We're going to have Shea Langeliers in the 6. And then 7, Lawrence Butler. And here's the platoon. First base platoon for a lefty is going to be Antonio Salazar, the 22-year-old rookie. And then in the 9, it's Boyd Charlton. He's a switch hitter. He can hit left-handed pitching very well. So then you look at what we're doing against right-handed pitching. Okay, so top of the order, the same. Bellinger, Torres, Devers, Rooker. Then Butler, I'm going to go in the 5. 6, Bo Bichette. And here comes the platoons, right? Soderstrom catching, batting 7th. JJ Bleday batting 8th in center field. And Jace Young batting 9th at second base, right? So the guys who are being flopped are basically Soderstrom and Langeliers, Charlton and Young, and then JJ Bleday and Antonio Salazar. And you're thinking, how does that work between an outfielder and a first baseman? Well, we are going to have Cody Bellinger play first base the days that JJ Bleday is hitting against a right-handed pitcher. That's the solution that we're going to make. And I think that's going to work a lot for us. So we have a lot of platoons. That's how everyone on this team is going to play. And boom, we just got Mackenzie Gore. Arguably the best pitcher in free agency. 4 years, about $104 million for Gore. Yeah, we're going to take that. That's great. Here is the starting rotation. Hers, Gore, Cabrera, Gray, Knack. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. This is dominance right here. I know, again, we did take a step back, right, getting rid of Pete Alonso and whatnot, but I think we're better this year. I really think we are. We're getting the young guys involved as we're going to see a bunch of free agency pickups right now. But I think we got better, right? We get Antonio Salazar playing against left-handed pitching. Same with Boyd Charlton. Those are the young guys, right? Shea Langeliers will hit against lefties as well. And then it gets rights, man. I mean, right, Tyler Soderstrom playing now. JJ Bleday bats against right-handed pitching. I know it's a step back for him, but we got to get more guys in the lineup like Jace Young, who's going to be playing against righties every single day. Now, we did not get Gregory Soto or Hunter Harvey. I have a solution. These guys are better than those guys. I appreciate what Harvey and Soto did for us, but instead, welcome in to brand new relief pitchers who are arguably better. First up, the Philadelphia Phillies closer, Will Vest. Welcome, pal. Let's get you a ring this year, buddy. Will Vest, the righty, now on the team, and our lefty is going to be from the Arizona Diamondbacks. That is AJ Puck, $7 million a year. Welcome in. Yeah, we're nasty, guys. We're absolutely nasty. Because all we needed to do was break through, win a world championship, and now look at all of this, look at everything we command now in the market. Guys want to play for the new Las Vegas Athletics. Guys want to be on this new Vegas regime. I think we're set. I really think we are. We'll see if opening day will be the first ever game in Las Vegas, Nevada, or if we're going to have to go on the road first. But that will be probably in 2 days. I think I'm gonna go every other day here with the A's franchise mode. So that will be on April 30th. On Wednesday, and we'll get opening day 2028 underway with the Athletics. Again, you're seeing these other offseason moves. Like, that's a big deal for the Braves. I think on paper, Logan Gilbert, I think overall wise, was the best free agent in the class. 94 overall, right? Going from Seattle over to Atlanta, big pickup for them. Justin Steele gets 33 mil for 1 year. Wow. Real quickly, the bullpen, I like it. You know, Puck, Vest, there's some new guys here. Gadd is still around. Rodriguez, we still have Jose Ferreira. I like it a lot. Final thing we're going to go over here, guys, is a potential JJ Bleday trade. I'm not going to do it because I think if we do this, then we're immediately probably going to have to send Antonio Salazar back down. The thing is, JJ Bleday is actually really good, and I kind of feel bad not playing him every single day. Arbitration gave him 18 mil a year. The one guy I'd consider trading him for is O'Neal Cruz. Hear me out. O'Neal Cruz has, I think, 1 more year of control left after this year. JJ Bleday is a free agent after this year. And sure, are we going another season? I don't know after this. But you got to think about it, right? Long-term wise, is O'Neal Cruz better to have than Bleday? Potentially. So all it would take would be Bleday, Luciano, and Jake Geloff. I'm not pulling the trigger here. It's just something to think about. If you want to see it, I guess let me know. I don't know. O'Neal Cruz is a freak of nature. We know it, right? And that's going to do it for the Athletics offseason here going into 2028. Folks, if you have not yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below for more. Make sure you like if you did enjoy the video. We'll see you in a couple days for opening day 2028, the first for the Las Vegas Athletics. Folks, thank you all for watching, and Mamba forever.